Alright, let me show you how versatile Hexalister is. With Hexalister, you can actually write to different database. And, a lot of tools don't allow you to touch the database. But with Hexalister, we write all your data to your Google Sheet here. And so if you know how to use Google Sheet, you can manipulate some of the data in here and move them around or copy and paste into another sheet. And so I'm going to show you. So what I did is I create two Google Sheets, okay? These are we call it automotive Hexalister sheet and the outdoor table Hexalister sheet. Okay. The reason I call Hexalister sheet because in the back end, in your setting, you can default to these sheet. Okay. So every time you default to them and you go into a website, you add the item to Hexalister, it's going to write to that sheet. Okay. So right now I'm default to outdoor. So right now outdoor has nothing in here, right? No record. So I'm going to Amazon and choose two items from Amazon and I search by outdoor. So let me open the link here and let me add these two items, okay? And you see what's going to look like, okay? So let me do this real quick for you. All right, as you can see, if you look at the outdoor Hexalister sheet here, you notice that two recs has been written to this Google Sheet. If I open Hexalister, clear the search out, here are the two items, okay? So now I'm going to do for the automotive, okay? I'm not going to write it here to this sheet, okay? Okay, I have to switch to the automotive if I want to add the item to the automotive sheets. So let's say I forgot to do that. So let me show you. Let me go into the automotive right here. Let's say you forgot to switch. Okay, let me show you how this is going to work so you understand how easy it works using Google Sheet. So let me open one of the automotive one, but right now I'm default to the outdoor table sheet. Okay. So let me gonna optimize it real quick. Okay, that thing looks good. Remove this real quick. And I'm gonna add to Hexalister. Now if I look at my automotive Hexalister, it's not there because I default to this one, right? So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take this record and I'm gonna paste it over here in the automotive. Okay. And I'm gonna delete this. So if I open up Hexalister, I default to automotive. And there's the record. Okay. If I want to do this, copy and paste it back in here, right? And go back into your sheet and default to the outdoor. You should have three records, right? Okay. Let me clear the search. And there's the three records. But this one I don't need, right? And then now you have two. Okay. So as you can see, you can switch to any database, right? To keep things organized, you would add certain items to certain Google Sheet, your database, just to organize them. But you can move all these records around. So let me go to automotive and let's find me another item, okay? Right now I'm default to, I need to default to automotive this time. Okay, so I have only one, okay? So I'm default to automotive sheet. I'm adding an automotive item, so let me optimize real quick. Okay, so I'm add to Hexalister. So if we look at the automotive sheet here, now I have two. Okay, if I open Hexalister, I clear the search, I have two. So I have two in outdoor and two in automotive sheet. So that's how I separate all my items, right? To a certain database, certain sheet. Okay, and here's a good part. Now we can actually push this to the shop, right? So right now I'm default to automotive. Okay, so let me go into the template. Okay, So right now the template is looking at the automotive sheet. Okay, so I'm gonna only do the, right now I only have 2 unlisted in the automotive. Okay, as you can see, I'm default to the automotive, and under unlisted I have 2, in the listed I have nothing. Okay, so it's looking at the automotive sheet, and we can push to shop, or let me create this. I forgot to create the other shop. Let me copy this. Let me create a template real quick for the shop. So I got automotive shop. Now let me create a Facebook shop, outdoor. I'm going to copy this URL up there and hit save. But this, I show you how to do this. Once you in Hexalister, we have all the training videos, how to create all that. So let me refresh real quick. So currently it's looking at the Hexalister automotive sheet, okay, which is this sheet, okay, that we just add all this listing. So we open this template. We're gonna choose unlisted or all, because I don't have any listed right now, only 2 unlisted. I can choose all. So it's gonna take those records and we can push it to the shop sheet. So since it's default to automotive, right, I would choose the automotive shop sheet, which is this sheet right here, right? Okay, so I'm gonna push it. So I look at the automotive, there are my 2 records in my shop. So what happens is your shop, automotive shop, will read this sheet here via a data source, right? And you have to provide them a share link. So every hour it's going to read this. So you add more items every hour, it's going to read this, and it will actually update your shop, automotive shop, on Facebook. Okay. Now I do have an option as well on the template that you can navigate straight to the request now page. So instead of waiting for an hour, you can go there and press on request now, and it will update. It will read the sheet right away, okay, and update your shop. So now my outdoor shop has nothing, right? So what I need to do, I need to change this to my outdoor table Hexalister, which there's only 2 records there as well. Okay, see, right? So when I go to the template, and right now there's only 2 unlisted, right, in my outdoor sheet, right? Okay, this one right here. Okay, this is in Hexalister. So what it does is going to read those, either listed, unlisted. In this case, I have only 2 unlisted. Okay, it's just a status. Okay, and where do I want to push it to? I want to push it to the outdoor table shop, which is this guy, which is empty right now. So I press this button and look at my outdoor shop. Voila, there are 2 of these. So you on shop, you have a shop called outdoor table shop, right? You can actually connect to this sheet via data source. Okay, you have to provide them a link, a share link, and it will read this sheet every hour. Okay, and that's what you have set. If you ever set up shop via data source, you understand how that works. Okay, now if I decide to, you can literally just if I want to take this automotive and copy and put it in the outdoor table, right? So now the outdoor tables has 4 records. Okay, so let me switch to outdoor tables, which is our default to. Okay, so if I open up, I see 4 records. Okay, I just move the records from sheet to sheet. So when I go to the template, right now I'm at the outdoor template, okay, database. So this template is looking at the outdoor Hexalister database, and I'm just going to choose unlisted again. So now I have 4 unlisted, okay, in my outdoor. 4 unlisted, 1, 2, 3, 4. And now I'm going to push it to the outdoor table, but the outdoor table currently has only 2. Okay, so if I push it, I should see 4 now. See? So imagine what you can do, right? transfer data back and forward. And I can even do this silly, right? I can default to automotive. Actually, I can default to outdoor, which has 4 records. And I say, I'm going to push it to automotive, right? Automotive has only 2. But right now, I'm reading from the outdoor table sheet, right? The database. And then I can actually push it to automotive as well. So automotive shop would have both what? Outdoor items and automotive, of course, right? So if I push this and look at the automotive shop, that's 4. They both have outdoor tables and automotive listing as well. Okay, so imagine that you collect, right, in your database hundreds of items in here, okay, right, and you default to an Hexalister to that sheet. You can literally just go to the template here, right, because it's reading from that particular sheet with hundreds of records that you default to right now in here. If it has 100 records in here, you can take that 100 record and push it to any shop you want, and they're always going to have the same collection of items, right? So automotive will have 100 items. I push, then I select outdoor, and I push. They should both have 100 items in here, and then your shop, both your shop will read this sheet, okay? And then, you know, or you can just make one Google Sheet and have the data sort linked to only one Google Sheet here, you know. So you have 10 shop reading only one Google Sheet, or you can separate them out just like you have here. So it can be really fun, right, using Google Sheet. But that's the power of Hexalister. There's a lot of stuff that I have, that little tricks and tips, you know, that I don't even cover. But you can do a lot of stuff using Hexalister. So if you have any questions, just let me know.